Sant'AndreaBobola, a Jesuit priest and martyr, is venerated as a heroic defender of the Catholic faith during the 17th century. He was a Pole, a devotee of the Blessed Mother, and a man who did not hesitate to overcome all difficulties for the Lord. The name of Sant'AndreaBobola is particularly remembered for the cruelty of the death inflicted on him by the Cossacks for professing the unity of the Christian faith. Sant'AndreaBobola, born in Poland in 1592, was sent while still young to the Jesuit school at Sandomir. As a student, he showed great talent, and after studying philosophy for 3 years, in 1622, he was ordained a priest. As a young priest, he was sent to Vilno, the town where he had studied. During an epidemic of plague, he worked day and night, caring for the sick and dying. Andrew's kindness and dedication won the hearts of many people, but there was considerable hostility from the Cossacks. This tireless apostle of Jesus Christ, often nicknamed Soul Hunter, was not ashamed of being a Pole and Catholic. His ministry was marked by a deep love for the Eucharist, devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and unwavering commitment to his priestly duties. Saint Andrew, in 1636, resigned his post as superior to preach for 21 years along all the roads of Lithuania. During this time, Poland and Lithuania were being ravaged in those days by the Cossacks and Tartars. The Jesuits suffered much to these invaders, who did not like them and their religion. The people were enduring great misery. Father Andrew sustained their courage and helped to combat the invading attackers. He worked with the youth, the spiritually neglected, Catholics and Orthodox Christians, engaging in missionary work. He walked on the marshy roads of Polesia, often depicted with a staff, a stick used to test the ground. He moved to Bobruisk in eastern Poland, where the majority of people were Christians and had given up their faith, partly because they did not have their own priests and churches. Bobola took on a variety of works in various towns, including building several churches and teaching young kids. In the last period of his life, AndreaBobola worked primarily as a missionary in the Polesia region. We want to remind you again to take a Patreon subscription. It only costs $2 to start with, or make a one-time donation starting at $5. This will help us continue making these videos. When he went there, he was already certain that he was going to martyrdom, as this was a center for the enemies of the church. The task set by his superiors was not an easy one. The local inhabitants often lived in very primitive conditions and could not always differentiate between friend or foe, truth from falsehood. They were easily manipulated, even pushed to crime. The poor peasants lived in squalor, small huts under one roof with their livestock. Everywhere, he was hooted and harassed, and the organized bad treatment continued for several years. The holy priest considered it a joy to resemble his master. For is not that the happiness of every disciple? AndreaBobola taught the catechism, carried out christenings, heard confession, married people, and distributed the Blessed Sacrament. He took an interest in the welfare of the neglected youth, and all his actions gave hope to the oppressed people of the land. The news of his successful conversion of 2 villages spread far and wide. One day, his enemies decided to put an end to him. They waited for him after he had said Mass, while he was coming out of the church. They tied him with rope to a tree, and they started beating him. Then they took him to their leader with a cord around his neck. The barbaric soldiers, at their chief's orders, tortured him, telling him to renounce his faith. But Andrew continued to pray and show kindness toward his captors, even asking God to forgive them. His strength and faith astonished those around him, and many of his persecutors were moved by his unwavering dedication. Ultimately, Andrew's life ended in martyrdom, and he became an inspiration for courage, faith, and forgiveness. Years after his death, stories of AndreaBobola's bravery spread across Europe. People began to recognize him as a model of resilience and devotion. In 1938, the Catholic Church officially declared him a saint, recognizing his sacrifices and his unwavering commitment to his faith. Today, Sant'AndreaBobola is remembered as a symbol of peace and perseverance. His life story is a reminder of the power of kindness, even in the face of adversity, and of the strength that can come from standing by one's beliefs with courage and compassion.